Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another one season wonder with CSKA Moscow episode 3. So we're taking on Spartak Moscow today, and we're sitting in 4th in the league. A little worse than I'd hoped at this stage, but we've still got room to move up the table, and we've hit a little bit of a blip, I should say. But let's take a look at how we got to this stage. So after our win against Krasnodar, we did get a draw against Lokomotiv Moscow in the league. They went 1-0 ahead in the second half. A bit of a dodgy cross, I think, rather than a shot, which lobbed over Akinfev. But Daviv was scored from the spot to level things up. We then took on Osijek in the Europa League. It was a 2-0 victory for us, an easy start to the group, really. Kuchayev's ball in went all the way through into the net after the keeper completely misjudged that pass, and we scored only a few minutes later with Oblyakov getting the ball into the box, Daviv winning the header. We then performed fantastically against Zenit, getting a 4-0 victory against one of the league rivals. It started off with Mario Fernandez getting the balls across. It was hit back out, but was there again, fired across, and Rondon put that one away. Again, Mario Fernandez was influential in getting the ball up the field. Oblyakov with the long ball in, and Sigurdsson at the back post to head home, which made it 2-0. And then later on, we were able to also get a third in the first half. Sigurdsson coming forward this time, driving into the edge of the box, laid off to Oblyakov, and then Vlasic finishes it with a lovely strike from the edge of the box. Our fourth and final goal came from Vlasic, coming driving forward with a smash against the bar. Sigurdsson was able to play it across, and Rondon tucked it home for the fourth. A 3-1 win against Sparta Prague in the Europa League was next. This time, us taking the lead came from originally Rondon's ball across, but Mario Fernandez was able to nick that out, and Kuchayev scored from the edge. We then got a second Schmelzer with the throw-in into Kuchayev, which was interrupted, but then a poor pass led to Rondon latching onto it to smash it home, which is a fantastic pressing move, which is exactly what he's there for. In the second half, they did get a goal in response. Adam Hlozek using his pace to get beyond the defender and tucked it away very nicely from an acute angle. But we made sure of things later in the 70th minute with Vlasic receiving the ball into the box. He was able to lay it back out to Mario Fernandez, whose ball across found Chidera, whose header passed the keeper. The start of our blip came against Dynamo Moscow. It was a 3-0 loss at home for us. A bit of a disappointment, really, considering how well we performed previously. But this is where the blip started. Sutermin with the first goal header. Then in the second half, things got worse with a ball over the top. Led to a ball coming into the box, and it meant that they were able to get their second. Le Savoy with the goal there. And then finally, the third came in the 57th minute. Zimezanic played it in. It deflected. The ball found Skopintsev on the edge of the box, who smashed it home. Unfortunately, we took that poor performance into the Europa League when we played Maccabi Tel Aviv, where they got the first goal. Cohen being played through by Pesic. It was a lovely little pass, to be fair, and a finish as well. They got their second in the 70th, which kind of tied things up. Geraldez on the right-hand side, having been sprayed the ball, played it across. Cohen was able to get it past the keeper, just not very confidently. Sochi was up next. Noboa scoring from the spot initially. We thought we'd have broken our ducks after this with Magnusson's ball into the box. Led to Vlasic scoring in the 72nd minute. But unfortunately, Sochi was able to score in the 89th minute to win the game against us. A ball forward from the keeper, one header over the top, and a lovely half volley from the edge of the box gave him the win. We got back onto winning ways against Rostov. Mario Fernandez on the right-hand side was able to fire the ball across. It was cleared, but Obyakov was there to lovely little finesse shot round the players in the box to tuck it away for 1-0. And then only a few minutes later, we were able to get the second to kind of help us relax a bit, with Mario Fernandez again receiving the ball out wide, back to Rondon, who just smashes it home. We then had a draw against Maccabi Tel Aviv at home this time. It was a better performance than last time we played, and Vlasic scoring the initial opener. A very lovely run and a lovely finish from him on his left foot. They did manage to score as well, though, in the first half. 28 minutes in, the ball into Glazer was then looked to be left off for Almog, whose shot was deflected and Cohen was able to score. Moving on to the game against Rotor, it was a 1-1 draw, which was extremely disappointing. Chalov scoring from a corner kick after some poor defensive display. It then led to them scoring in the 80th minute. We had a fantastic XG rating and we had absolutely dominated the game. We just weren't able to hold on with Shomoko scoring. And finally, we took on Osijek again in the Europa League. And unfortunately, they scored initially in the 62nd minute and caused us absolute havoc. We were struggling to get back into the game. Fortunately, the ball was played back to Mario Fernandez, who laid it off to Akimatov, who found Kutchev, who smashed it home to get us the point. So there we are. That is where we're at. It's been a bit of an up and down. We were flying, and then that kind of dip with a few games losing, and then drawing the last 3 games hasn't been great. Hopefully we can turn things around against Spartak Moscow, who is second in the league, so there'll be a challenge for sure. But I think we've got every opportunity to be able to do okay. This will be the team we play. Igor Akinfeev in goal, Karpov, Diviv and Magnuson at the back, Mario Fernandez and Orejuelo either wing backs, Obyulakov and Kuchayev in the middle, Anna Zargoev playing the shadow striker and Sigurdsson on the left with Rondon up front. Unfortunately, Vlasic is a little jaded, so I don't really want to risk him. I don't want him to get injured. I think we still can do things here. Even a point would be fine. We have been moving to this a couple of times with 4 at the back and just having a DM in front of them, just because sometimes our defenders, we've only got 3 centre-backs, really, because at the moment Nabapkin isn't fit to play, so we've had to rotate play centre-halves out if they're tired or if they're a little bit injured, or even if they've been booked too many times and can't play on that front and being suspended. But we'll jump into the game, take a look at how we do. We can see that there is obviously snow on the ground, so it'll be nice and slick for us, or it'll be really slow. Promes playing at left back is an interesting choice by them, but they're matching us in the sense of having 5 at the back. You can see there we've got 6 points from our last 5 games, which isn't fantastic. I mean, we're unbeaten in our last 4, I guess. You could look at it that way, but I don't think it really counts when you've drawn 3 of them. So, but we do come forward initially, 2 minutes in, Orejuelo on this side, into Kutchayev, who does well to keep hold of that. And then it came into Obyakov, who does head wide, but it's a lovely start to the game. Kral looks for the ball over the top to Larson, and they are through on goal, and they've scored. It literally came from the goal kick that we conceded from missing that. That is awful. How are the boys doing it? How are they doing this? What is going on? He received it in the middle. It was a little bit of passing at the back here. Maslov then played it into Kral, who just turned and smashed it. And that was it. Larson was through. Scores the goal. It's 1-0. Mario Fernandez throwing. This is the side that we really get a lot of joy out of. Mario Fernandez is absolutely brilliant for us. And it really is something that we try to make the most out of. He receives the ball back after a challenge. Obyakov, ball in. It is headed clear. Are we able to latch onto that? Kuchayev does well there to keep hold of it. I mean, is that a foul, ref, maybe? Larson's grabbed it and it's fallen to Ponce. We've got plenty of players back, but I'll be honest, I'm not feeling confident after the initial one. Promes cutting inside from wing back. He shoots and he scores. What is going on? This is absolutely shocking. This is dreadful. I don't know what to say. This is dreadful. Dreadful. We've got to go attacking and we'll give him a shout as well. Fire him up. Boys, this is awful. The ball's played out to Promes. I commented on playing Promes at left wing back and obviously it came to bite me in the arse. So never, ever comment on that sort of thing. I mean, he might be good going forward, but Mario Fernandez has had an absolute shocker there. Just letting him run inside. He's right-footed. We know he's right-footed. I don't understand why you think that's a good idea. Oh, so we've got a big hill to climb now. And is this the first steps on that hill? It doesn't look like it. It might be the case that the hill's getting bigger. Magnuson challenges well and wins the ball, but it does fall back to the Spartak Moscow player. And they come forward again, out wide of Promes, who's already caused issues for us once. I hope he doesn't do it again. Can Mario Fernandez deal with him this time? He's coming forward. Maybe not. Maybe. Is that a penalty? Please don't be a penalty. Oh, I've been praising Mario Fernandez. And he's... Of course I have. Of course I've been praising him. Oh dear. What? Oh, it's not gonna. Yeah, it's gonna be a penalty, isn't it? It's gonna be. Let's just wait for the 20 minutes that it takes for him to realise. No penalties. Free kick. Okay. We got away with one there. Mario Fernandez, you are shit, mate. But it's fine. It's fine. No one panic. Just clear this ball. Or let them head it over. Either's fine, as long as they haven't scored. And we go again. It's our free kick. Right, if we get a goal just before half-time, Obyakov, it's a fantastic opportunity, and it is a hell of a goal. Ivan Obyakov with a fantastic free kick to get us that. It's wonderfully struck and wonderfully taken. It makes it 2-1 just before half-time, which is great to see. But let's take a look at this. Left foot. He goes to the side of the keeper, but he's got no chance with the speed that's been hit. All right, so we're on the comeback train. We're gonna get back in this. I'm sure of it. Let's take Orejuela. Let me try that again. Orejuela. Jeez, even when I try again, I can't get it right. Bring Marcel Smeltzer on for him. Even though Mario Fernandez has been awful and effectively conceded us a goal, he's going to stay on the pitch for now. Alan Zargoev hasn't been great, so what we'll do is we'll bring Eduke Chidera on the left-hand side, and Sigurdsson can go in centrally. And hopefully that will lead to a few more opportunities and a bit of a strengthened performance. Oblykov's not looking very happy, although he's been fantastic for us so far. Wouldn't surprise me if someone were to come in for him at some point, but can we make something happen here? The long ball didn't work out for us from Chidera, and they've received the ball back again. Can we create something more, though? Can we win this? That's miles off if he gets to that. No? Okay, that's fine. Nothing to worry about. This might be our highlight then. Akinfev with the ball. Lays it off to Magnussen. Right, he's got plenty of time. Plenty of time to pick out a pass. That is not the pass you wanted. I don't even know who that was meant to be to. And now this ball's going to go over the top. Falls to Larson, who's going to score because he's taking it around the keeper. That is appalling. Again, like, why? I don't understand. I don't even know who you were aiming at, Magnussen. That's dreadful. Like, who was that to? Were you trying to get Sigurdsson, or were you trying to get Rondon? I don't know. But it's not good enough, and it's 3-1. So I've made a couple of changes to try and freshen things up, I guess. We need to get something out of this, really, to give us a chance of getting into the top 2 Champions League places. But it's not looking likely at the moment. As the game trickles by, they've got a throw in. We are able to cut that out with Schmelzer, who does just smash it up the field, which isn't great. Chalov's trying to close down to win that ball back, who came on for Rondon, but not quite able to do so. And they're working it now on this right-hand side. A ball switched right over to Quincy Promes, who caused us havoc, plays in Sobolev, and there's the 4th goal. It's not what you want to see, is it, when you're trying to do better than that? But yeah, could be better. That'll be on the report card for the boys this evening, I'm sure of that. But there you go. That will be the end of the game. A disappointing loss. Not much more I can say to that, really. It's really disappointing considering our previous performance against them. We got a draw. Maybe I was being a bit too optimistic, but I mean, it would have been nice to get something out of the game. Oh, great. And now the board want to discuss things with me. Well, let's attend that, I guess. And no, not been unlucky with the injuries. If we had a different run of games recently, it looks worse than it is. We play really well, but if the table doesn't show it sticks to the plan, everything will work out fine. Okay. Yeah, we are playing all right sometimes. But, yeah, there you go. So we managed to hold on to a job so far. We'll see if we can carry on like that. I hope you did enjoy. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will see you in the next one.